Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. So nice. So fun being out here with everybody. Okay, so I talked to my Zoom people already. Um, God. I love nature, but you know. Um, double plank, is that what you said? Triple plank, mega plank, whatever that means. um, So, okay, outside of all the planks, any other requests? Every plank pose anyone's ever done? Okay, got it. I can handle that, all the planks. Okay, sorry, I stepped on something that stuck to my foot and then it's all over my mat now. Okay, all right, well, yeah, looks like people have things handy. You may want to, if you have like a towel or a strap-like object, to just have that handy. Since we don't have actual straps, or maybe some of you do, or maybe you guys at home do. But we can always use something like this to be a strap in lieu of an actual strap or anything like that. And you may not even need it. It's just as a kind of a backup plan, just in case. Okay, so on that note, let's go ahead and lie down. Yeah. However you feel comfortable. We'll just take a couple of minutes and lie on our backs. Yeah. Just to drop in, right? To have this moment to acknowledge that we're here on our mats and do some yoga. All right. So relax your shoulders, just soften. All right, and we'll just come into the breath, come into the body. All right, take an inhale. Take a big breath through your nose. Inhale. Take the fullest breath and just sigh it out. Exhale. And just release the breath. Let it go. And do that again. Inhale. And take a big full breath and hold it at the top. And exhale it out. All right, and we'll just do that one more time. Taking the biggest breath you can, let the whole body fill up, expanding the ribs and the belly and holding the breath. And just feel the little strain of it, like hold it and maybe inhale a little more. And then release it, exhale. All the breath out. All right, and then start to breathe your Ujjayi breath. Right, steadying your breath in and out through the nose. All right, making that little sound at the back of the throat. Just feeling the breath, hearing the breath, allowing the attention to drop in. Right, there's always going to be sounds, smells, sensations of whatever kind. You know, that's just kind of how it works. We're in a place where even if there's no people, there's nature, the wind, birds, right? Even inside, there's that little sounds in the house. So just notice and, you know, come back into the breath. The mind does what it does, right? It wanders, it tells its stories. It's fine. You just come back to the breath. Right, and as we move through our practice, we'll probably have more stories about that, but it's the same thing, right? You hear the story, oh, okay, and then you let it go and you breathe. And you feel the sensations, right? And you tune in. Right? The body knows. It'll tell you. Right? The mind has all sorts of stories. It loves the drama. It's always looking for something. So we try to kind of easy on the stories and really tune into the truth that the body will tell us. It doesn't have the same like interpretive structure. So we can set the story aside and just tune in, right? Using the breath. All right, so notice how your body's feeling right now. This particular Sunday morning, notice how you feel. And you know, you don't need to feel any particular way. You're not supposed to feel any particular way. So it just is what it is today. Distinctly different from yesterday and the day before, right? It's a result of all the things that happened up until this moment. Right? Always shifting, changing. So just tuning in. How are you doing right now? And we'll just let the practice meet you right where you are, right? Each moment, each pose as we go. All right, so on that note, let's circle the wrists and the ankles. Start to feel the body. Yeah, take a stretch, reach the arms. Oh, stretch them overhead, stretch out the legs. Maybe add a gentle leaning side to side. Oh, yeah. All right. And then circle the arms and hug your knees in. Just pull them in, round the spine. If you want, you can pick your head up and kind of tuck your head in towards your knees. Maybe you rock a little bit side to side, head up or down. All right. And if your head is up, let's just put your head back down on the ground and bring your legs over to the left. And let's take a quick twist. So nice and easy, right? You don't have to get anywhere in particular. Just see how your body feels. Let your legs be heavy. Reach out through the right arm. Right, turn your head to the right any amount. Look for a gentle stretch in your neck. But just let your legs be heavy. Yeah. All right. And then come back to center, to the middle. Take an inhale and bring your legs over to the other side as you exhale. Dropping the knees down. Yeah, reaching out through the left arm. And turning the gaze to the left again, any amount. Just look for a slight, easy stretch in the neck. Or really, it can be as much stretch as you want. It's totally customizable. All right, awesome. Come back to center. So let's just give the legs a quick stretch, send the heels up to the sky. Yeah, and if it makes sense for you to grab onto the backs of your legs and draw them in towards you a little bit. And then turn the toes out and bring the legs out to the sides and just feel that stretch in the inner thighs and that inseam of the hamstring. All right, back to center. Okay, let's come up. Rock and roll forward and back a time or two. Let's come up and all the way up and over onto hands and knees, and we'll do some cat-cow. Trying to start to wake things up a little bit. All right, here we go. Inhaling, oh, stretch it out. Exhaling, rounding. So taking your time with the breath, take a nice long breath. The whole inhale to stretch the front of the body, the whole exhale, stretching the back of the body. 2 more times like that. Yeah. All right. And after this last exhale, let's come back to center. Find a more centered spine, hugging the ribs in, hug the belly in, bring the knees a little closer together and reaching back with the right leg. For a breath, let's just square the hips off. Drop the outer right hip down, right? Reach through the heel. Pull the ribs in so the belly is engaged, right? Feel your low belly lift. And then try and keep all of that. We're going to open up like Ardha Chandrasana. So lift the right hand and peel open. Ardha Chandrasana on your shin, right? So you're facing sideways, but still with the belly lifting, with the rib tips hugging in, with the tailbone lengthening down. Yeah. Maybe look up, challenge your balance. Can you see your thumb like a little bit higher? Yeah. Come on down. Let's switch sides. Bring the right hand down. Bring the knee down. All right. center, and start with the leg back and just lift the belly, right? Lengthen through the tailbone because we want to keep all of that as we then peel open, right? Reach the left arm straight up to the sky. Yes, reach through the lifted heel, and we'll just balance here for a breath or two, right? Energizing the legs, especially that lifted leg. Hug the ribs in, maybe look up. One last breath. Come on down. Yeah. And let's switch sides. Let's do that again. Send the right leg back. And peel open. Lift up. Hug the outer left hip back and in. Right? Hug the ribs in. Good. Take the top hand and reach it up and overhead. So your arm is reaching away from the foot. You're making a nice straight line. Yeah. Maybe look up again. Open the chest. Take one more breath. Reach the right arm, up, and then bring the hand down. And we'll switch sides. Oh, feel that squeeziness. Reach the left leg back. Yes, and peel open. Breathe. Maybe looking up, right? And just holding here, right? Feel the muscles that have to work, right? And you can always take a break if you need to. Turn the left hand forward and reach that arm overhead, right? Stretch and get long. Try and open the chest to the sky. Take one more breath here. Lift the lifted leg, inhale. And then top arm reaches up and bring it all the way down. Take a breath in child's pose. Just sit back for a second. Oh, right. Relax your low back, soften the hips. Child's pose is nice. So anytime you need a break, you can always do child's pose, right? Whether I say it or not, it's available to you. All right. So let's come on back up. We're going to do one more thing in that position. One more thing and we're done. And then it's Shavasana time. Right. I'm tired, guys. No, just kidding. Okay. Right leg back. Peel open. Okay. So some of you may actually be able to grab your foot or your ankle. Even if you can, I don't actually want you to. So, and if you can't, perfect. So bending your right knee, reach your right hand back as if you're gonna grab, but don't actually grab, right? Just keep the heel, the leg active, the heel pulling in, right? Open the chest and then see if you can keep open and pull those ribs back in, right? Engage your belly. Oh, lift up out of the bottom shoulder. Take one more breath here. Maybe your butt's a little squeezy. And then straighten the leg, reach the arm up, inhale, and come on down, exhale. It's fun to do that. Okay, let's do the other side. Left leg back. All right, here we go. Peel open. Reach up. Yeah, belly engage, right? Pull those ribs in. Use your abs and pretend you're going to. Bend your left knee, right knee, left knee. Your left knee. Reach back like you're gonna grab. Open the chest, right? Try and see the sky. And then use your abs. Pull the ribs in. Pull the hip bones up to the ribs. Yes, you guys, take one more breath. Pull that heel in. Just use your leg muscles. And then let it all go. Straighten the leg, reach the arm up, and then bring the hand down and the knee down. And a breath in the child's pose. Sit back. And just, feel the feels of your hips, your shoulders. Yeah. Your glutes, hopefully. Maybe you feel your hamstrings, the backs of your thighs. So let's get a little stretchier and do downward facing dog. Come on up, spread the hands, shoulder distance or wider if your shoulders are feeling tight or tender. And come on up, lift the knees, press back. If you want to pedal out the heels a time or two, right, you can bend one knee and then sit into the opposite hip a little bit and give it a little stretch. Do the same thing the other way, just stick that hip out to the side. The thing that we never do, like plug it in. Let it stick out right now. Yeah. And then you can start to settle it. Right, you take those few breaths. Right now, tuning back into your Ujjayi breath. Right? Is there gripping in your face you could soften? right? Notice the stories in your mind and just come into the breath, right? Send breath to wherever your body is feeling this the most, as if you could just grow a lung right there in your shoulders or wherever you're feeling this, your hamstrings. Good. Take one more breath and just stretch yourself. Reach your hips up and back, right? It's sort of limitless when we're here outside, right? Like up and back, far away, out into space. Take another inhale and use your exhale to bring your feet to your hands. So if you're ready, you can take a little jump. If you'd rather walk, feel free to walk it forward. Stay low. Inhale, lift up just halfway. Send the heart forward, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, squeeze your butt, come all the way up, lift the chest, reach for the sky. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Drop your gaze to your fingertips. And close your eyes maybe. Set an intention for practice. Right, so as always, any intention that you like. But it's just a little something to kind of lift us up, give us some inspiration when we feel challenged. Right, so maybe you reaffirm why you're taking a class or can offer it up, give it away. Take an inhale here, big full breath. And let it go, sigh it out, exhale. Release the hands down, eyes open or closed, it's up to you. Turn the palms out and stretch for the sky. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, go up and hinge at the hips and fold in half, all the way down. Inhale, firm the glutes, lift the chest, come halfway up. Fold back down, exhale, 1/2 sun salute. Inhale, all the way back up. Lift the chest, reach the arms, maybe look up. Exhale, pulling the hands through the midline and keep going. Hands down, palms out, we reach. Inhale. Exhale, folding in half, empty the breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step the right foot back, and just take a breath in the stretch, right? Feel the stretch in that deep lunge, and then step your left foot back. And there's your plank pose. Your long-awaited plank pose. Darn these birds. A bird pooped on my mat, guys. There is. Hold on. I can use nature to clean it off. You're still in plank, though. It's small, thank God. Okay. just can't put my feet all the way together. All right. Lower down. Come all the way down to the ground. What a ridiculous thing. Okay, reach your hands back. Next time I'm bringing wipes. Curl the tailbone under and lift up. Lift the head, the chest, lift the legs. Shalabhasana. Good. Come on down. Yeah. I'm told it's lucky, although I'm curious how that translates, but I'll take it. Okay, curl the tailbone under. Lift up again. Oh, come on up. Yeah. That's it. And down. And we're going to interlace this time. Interlace the fingers. Press the pubic bone into the earth. Lift up. Oh, reaching back. Yeah. Nice. Come down. We got one more. Switch the interlace. So the other thumb is on top. Tailbone under. And we're back up. Lift the head, the chest. Lift the legs. Press the thighs up. Reach the knuckles back. Inhale. Come on down, exhale. Take a breath, soften here, waggle your hips a little bit if you like. Good. Okay, plant your palms by your ribs, tuck your toes. So you're pressing up to plank maybe knees plank, or, be nice to your shoulders. Take an inhale, exhale, press the floor away. Inhale at the top. Nice, you guys. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So we want to build the strength, but just, see how your shoulders feel. If you're nursing an injury or something like that, right? You have to be careful. Beautiful. Take another breath. And again, press the thighs back. Stretch the legs, stretch the sides of the body as you reach your sit bones back and away. Inhale, exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk forward, jump forward, bring your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Come all the way up. Inhale, rise up. Exhale through the midline, and let's keep going. Hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Keep the belly lifted. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down, left foot steps back, and just take a breath in the stretch. Oh, yeah, and then we'll step the other foot back. Back into our plank pose. Tailbone under. Ribs in here too, of course. Lengthen forward, squeeze the legs nice and straight, press the thighs to the sky, and let's lower down slowly. Heart goes forward. Bend the elbows. Yes, all the way down, nice. Flatten your feet. Might keep my feet apart. Press the pubic bone down. Inhale, cobra pose. Oh, yeah. Exhale, lower. Lengthen and lower. Let's do that again. Press the whole hand. Lift the chest. Hold this one up. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears. And then pull them back and down and lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Take a breath. Soften. We're going to do one more. Press the tops of your feet. Press the pubic bone down. Lift the chest. Come up as high as you like. Press your whole hand down. Press the index finger knuckle. Hug the elbows in. Scoop the heart up. Stretch your belly. Inhale. Back to down dog. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. All right. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath. Feel free to sigh it out. Right, and then try and just smooth out the breath, right? Steady the Ujjayi breath. Inhale, steady. Exhale, steady. Good. All right, strong arms. Here too, whole hand pressing, right? Press evenly across the hand, press evenly out into the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to hands. Lift up halfway, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold in half, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, hands to the heart, Samastitihi. All right, Surya Namaskar A. Release the hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, strong legs. Bend the knees, hands down. Continue stepping back. Maybe you jump back, right? If you can, chaturanga, to upward facing dog. Yeah, you don't have to do that. Downward facing dog, right? If chaturanga is too much, lower all the way to the floor, to the ground, to the earth. All right, good. Hug the arms in. Right, spin, get a little rotation of the inner arm forward, that inside part of the elbow. Take one more inhale, get longer if you can, reach the hips, that's it. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk or float. Nice. Halfway lift, inhale. Folding, exhale. Rising all the way up, inhale, firm the glutes to rise. Exhale through the midline. Let's keep going, one more like that. Sort of. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we fold. All the breath out, empty. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down. So again, walking back, you can float it back and land in chaturanga if that works for you. Upward facing dog if you can, or the cobra pose. And downward facing dog. Good. All right. Let's add the right leg in the air. Turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend your knee, be stretchy. Yeah, right, enjoy. Take this as much as you want, you know, as little or as big of a stretch as it feels good. All right, and then we'll square it off. Straighten the leg, keep it lifted. Reach back through the heel, take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose, shift forward. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Touch your right arm above the elbow, shoulders over the wrist, lean. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Touch the other side. Touch your right arm, left arm. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Foot to the earth, downward dog. Lift the left leg. Take a break if you need it, but we'll lift the left leg. And then you can just come on in as you're ready. Take the stretch. Bend the knee. Yeah. Oh, sink the right heel. Good. Straighten the legs, square your hips. How's your breath? Smooth it out. Take a big inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose. So you're in plank with your knee touching your face. Or you're trying to. Inhale, reach it up and back. Yeah. Your knee to your arm. First the left arm above your elbow. Come forward. Inhale, lift. Come across. Touch the right arm. Try and touch above the elbow and then lift the leg. Bring the foot to the floor for down dog. Take an inhale to stretch back. Use the exhale to come forward. Feet to hands. Walk forward, jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. All the way up from the glutes. Reach up. Look up maybe. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath. Woo, inhale. Sigh it out. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Ready? Now we're warm. All right, Utkatasana. I know, I'm a little sweaty actually. Inhale, exhale, bend. Your favorite chair pose. Utkatasana, yes, looking good, you guys. Squeeze those glutes. Really nice work with the legs, everyone. Stretch up through the fingertips, yes. And then pull those tips of the ribs in. Maybe the gaze gently lifts. Take one more breath. Could you sit a little deeper? Just try, that's it. And let it go, fold. Empty the breath, exhaling. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant the hands. So again, maybe stepping back, maybe jumping back, right? Lower down however you need to. If you can do Chaturanga, go for it. If that's not gonna work out right now, it's all good. Lift your right leg, inhale. Exhale, round the spine, squeeze it forward, step the foot through. Drop your back knee, come up, Anjaneyasana. Melt the shoulders down, hug the rib tips in. Yes. Good, bring the hands behind, interlace. Reach the knuckles back and down. As you lift your heart up, lengthen the tailbone down. Maybe lift your gaze. Oh. Inhale, maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee. Exhale, releasing the hands. Reach the arms out and up. Tailbone lengthening down. Tuck the back toes. Press firmly into the front foot. Press through the heel. Lift the back knee off the earth. Good, crescent lunge, that's it. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Okay, pausing here for a moment. Bring the right hand inside. Hug the knee onto your arm, right? Press the earth away, scoop the foot off the ground. Reach your right leg all the way up and back into the air. Bring it forward, touch your left arm. Right knee, left arm. Straighten your right leg. Foot to the earth. Reach the left arm up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Pick the right foot up, reach it up and back. Inhale. Exhale, foot to the ground, or take a three-legged vinyasa. Foot floating as you lower. Right, or you can rest. Whenever it's vinyasa, you can sort of interpret that as maybe a vinyasa, maybe it's child's pose, or maybe you go straight to down dog. So it's a moment for you to kind of check in and see how you feel and then do what makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, squeeze, step, foot between the hands. Tiny bugs, back knee down. On Vinyasa to start, come on up. Good. So left hip back, rib tips in, right? That's it. Whenever we get into this stretch, it kind of pushes the ribs forward. So we try and keep that engaged. Bring the hands behind. And as you interlace, just put the other thumb on top. Reach the knuckles. As much as you're reaching the knuckles down, send the tailbone also down. Oh, it'll help deepen the stretch, and it'll also keep your low back long. Lift the heart. Maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee if you want more stretch. Release the bind. Arms to the sky. Stretch straight up. Tuck the back toes. Keep reaching up. Push into the left heel and lift your back knee off the ground. That's it. Good. Ribs in. Inhale. Strong legs. Exhale. Come on down. All right, here we go. Move the foot over a little bit. Bring your left hand inside. Hug the knee onto your arm. Scoop the foot back. All right, then three-legged dog. Reach the left leg up. Add the knee to the right arm. Little twist, right? And then straighten the left leg. Foot to the earth. Right arm reaches. Fallen triangle. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it down. Sweep the leg up and back into the air. And then maybe a three-legged vinyasa. Maybe you rest. Maybe you go straight to down dog. Water. You can decide. How's your breath? Okay. Stretch back. Take an inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Walk, float. Feet to hands. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. We fold. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. Yes. Sit back. Right, so as much as our sit bones are reaching up and away when we're in down dog, they're doing a similar reaching here in chair pose, but now they're reaching back towards the back edge of your mat, right? Reach through the sit bones. Like there's a magnetic pull back there. Good. Awesome, you guys. One more breath. Lift the heart. Press the arms back. Stand up. Inhale. Exhale. Release it. Whew. Shake it out. Good job. Okay. Separate your feet hip distance. Padangustasana. That means we're going to grab our big toes with our first two fingers. If you need to, you'll bend your knees. All right. So we'll start with our hands on our hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Hook on. Grab your big toes. Really grab them. Right. Press your fingers into the ground with your toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Come halfway up, lengthen forward. Firm the legs. Exhale, fold. You can pull. Pull with the arms. Let your head be heavy. Lift the shoulder blades away from the earth. And let your head hang down towards the earth. And take one more breath to shift into your toes. Shift a little forward. Not to tip over, of course, but right deep in the stretch. Inhale. Lift up halfway. Exhale, release it. Shake out your hands. Relax your arms, your shoulders, your back. All right. Lengthen forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale, bending the knees. Hands are down, stepping back, jumping back, right? Either taking a vinyasa or going straight to down dog. You can decide. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's lift the right leg up into the air. Inhale it up. Exhale, step forward. Your foot between your hands. The back foot a little closer, about a third of the way closer for Parsvottanasana. Hands on the hips. Let's come up. As I tip over. Easy. Gotta find the right spot for your feet. Okay. There we go. Arms out. Thumbs down. Let's tuck it in. We'll do the classic arm variation, Paschimottanasana Namaskar. So we're attempting right? And you may be like, I can't, this is all I can do. That's fine. You can get a little closer. We're trying to press the palms, right? So just see how it goes. It'll go however it goes. Okay. Once you're here, lift the chest, right? Scoop the heart up. You can probably feel your hands pushing on your back a little bit. So let's push back into the hands. Keep the heart lifted, but pull the ribs in and push back into the hands a little bit. Inhale, exhale, go forward. Pull the right hip back and lengthen out. And as you come in, right, just feel out the stretch. Tune into your breath. Yeah, find a little sweetness with the breath. The legs are working, right? Kneecaps up, glutes squeezing, right? Firm the glutes. Lift the fronts of the shoulders. Lift up till your shoulders are hip high, right? Bend into the right knee and maybe with the arms, floating the back foot up off the earth. Okay, so right knee bent. Is it possible to straighten your right leg? Can you get it straight? Squeeze your butt. It helps. All right, release the bind. Send the arms out wide or even overhead. Take one more breath in Vira-3. And then bringing your hands either to the ground or to your right ankle to fold into the standing splits. Reach the left big toe up into the air, right? Breathe in the stretch. Oh, yes, you guys. One hand on the ankle, maybe your right hand, maybe both hands. Take one more breath here. This is amazing. Bend your right knee, land in the lunge. On the ball of the back foot, come up into your crescent pose, just because I know you probably don't want to, but we're doing it anyway. Inhale, exhale, come on down. Whew. Step back. Just notice the difference. It's probably not that hard to notice the difference, but just appreciate the difference in your legs side to side. Obviously, we were standing on the right leg for most of that. So, right, just appreciate. We'll even it out. See, now you want to, right? Got to do the other side. Okay, lifting the left leg. Send it up into the air, inhale. Use your abs. Try and step lightly your foot between your hands. And then bring the back foot a little closer. All right, get your feet in a good spot. Hands to your hips, squeeze your glutes, come on up. Right? But if you get in a good spot in the grass, it kind of holds your foot. So you gotta like find the dips. Okay, there we go. Arms out, thumbs down. Let's try it again. So if you're getting the palms to kind of press, try and kind of tuck in a little higher up. Right, so as we get the hands behind, we can swim the hands up the spine. All right, so we do want to peel the shoulders back, which generally makes us stick our ribs out. So do it for a second, right? Feel that big stretch. Can we keep the opening and engage the abs, right? Pull the ribs in, but the chest stays wide. So that's a little bit of a challenge, right? Inhale hard up, exhale, keep the chest wide as you forward fold. So notice where along the way, and it's usually towards the end of your range, that the fronts of the shoulders collapse to the earth, right? So lift up to where you can pull the shoulders back. Yes. And imagine you're pouring yourself down the front leg into your big toe. Nice. Left hip lengthening back. Take one more breath here. Give the glutes a good squeeze. Lift the shoulders to hip high. If you can, keep the arms. If you can't, let them go. It's okay. Bending left knee and pick the right foot up. So bent leg warrior 3. And then maybe we squeeze that left leg straight, warrior 3. Ribs in, belly in, arms out wide, overhead, right? How's your breath? Energize that lifted leg. Yes, you guys. All right, hands to the ankle or the earth. Right, go hold on, pull yourself in, lower down. Lift the lifted leg as high as it will go and breathe. right? Think about the big toe reaching up into the air. Yeah. Maybe one hand on the ankle. If you can, both hands. Last breath, lift that leg up, reach it to the sky. Come down into your crescent pose, bend, land. Ugh, the whole thing's so dicey. Come on up. That's good. Tailbone long, heart to the sky. Inhale, exhale. Whoa, come on down. Stepping back. So hopefully your two sides feel a little more even. Maybe, of course, you feel your left side a little more right now. But vinyasa, rest, right? See how you're feeling. You can sigh the breath out. It's fine to do that, but then we're just, trying to get back into the Ujjayi breath. Oh, I forgot to turn my phone off. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I forgot to turn my phone off. Okay. Then your phone rings and everything disappears. All right, so downward facing dog, right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knee forward, step through. We're coming to warrior two, back heel to the earth, windmill up. Oh yeah. Right, so you'll start to feel some stretch to the inner thigh. The front knee goes wide. What it wants to do is actually drop in. So we're trying to keep the knee open so we can see the inseam of the front foot clearly inside the knee, right? And then we open up. So go sideways. Yes, that's it. Maybe bend a little deeper. Relax the shoulders, but engage the arms. Right, firm up those triceps. Yeah, nice everyone. Trikonasana, straighten the front leg. Reach forward, forward, forward. Bottom hand lands wherever it needs to, on your shin, your knee, a block, to the outside if you're putting something down. All right, so top arm up. Let's bring it behind. Flip the palm so it's facing behind you, and then sweep the hand around. Maybe you can catch your right thigh. If not, your hand can rest on your hip, your low back, right? Open the chest. Open the chest to the sky. Hug those rib tips in. That same thing that we've been working on. Can you energize your legs? Pull the kneecaps up. Legs stay strong. Pick the right hand up and just reach it forward. Reach it out over your right foot. Breathe. Hug the right hip in. Engage your glutes, engage your abs. Release the bind with the top arm and sweep it up and over. Oh my gosh. And then stand yourself up. Bend the front knee. Reverse it. So the left hand can go down the back leg or scoop around to the front hip, whatever you prefer. And then we release all the way down. Actually, pause. We're going to turn sideways. All right, so you may need to level out your feet a little bit. Parallel your feet so they're straight lines, parallel with each other. So your toes are pointing straight out from your heels. Good. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come into the fold. Crown of the head to the earth, maybe. Right, plant your palms so your arms look like chaturanga, if you can. Yeah, head to the ground. Some of you can press up into tripod headstand. Feel free to do that. Some of you here, some of you at home. Take a breath or two. The earth is nice. It's really kind of cushiony. I appreciate that. Back down if you're up. We're not staying too long. Whew, it's nice for your legs though. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, nice everyone. Firm your glutes. Bring your hands to your hips. Come the rest of the way up. And then we're gonna turn back forward, right? So your right foot's pointing back to the top of your mat. Come back this way. Yes, back to warrior two. What? It's the longest sequence ever. It's actually not, but it's okay. All right, we're taking it down. Utthita, Parsva Konasana. Come on in. You can be on the earth. You could go forward to knee. You could hold on to your ankle, add a block. You have a lot of options here. So top arm reaching up, and then let's bring it around behind. Maybe catching the thigh. So just the half bind for now. Open the chest. So you can use the bottom arm inside the leg to help you open up a little bit more. Hug the rib tips in. All right, look down. Your back foot, let's step it in. Like, I don't know, about 6 inches or so. Okay. Reach your right hand forward. Get it outside the leg. And then come into the half bound Ardha Chandrasana. Sure, why not? Yes. Okay, good. Now, from here, kind of like what we did earlier on our hands and knees, bend your lifted leg. So pull the left heel in, and then see if you can just reach the left hand back. Is your foot near somewhere? Oh, hey, there it is. Right, maybe you can catch it for real this time. And find Shavasana. Oh, stretch your legs, stretch your belly. All right, release it. Top arm straight up. Exiting through warrior two, come back, bend. One more time, reverse. Up and over. This time, if you want, use your right hand behind your head. Catch your head and let the heaviness of your head open your chest into the stretch. Yeah. All the way unravel, come back up, inhale. Exhale. You're free to go. Hands down, step back. Woo! Your legs are stretchy. Breathe. I'm gonna get a sip of water. Good job, everyone. Okay. Excellent. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Step on through. Virabhadrasana 2. Back heel to the earth. Line them up, heel to heel. And then come on up sideways. The challenge for, this whole time really is to keep that knee open. The whole time we're here, it's trying to collapse. The foot wants to turn, right? So it's really trying to keep the glutes engaged. Turn this way. Face this way. Yeah, there you go. That's it. And bend. It's going to feel stretchy. Watch your knee go this way with your front knee. Your front knee. This one. Go that way. Yes. Exactly. Okay. Woo! Slowly straighten for Trikonasana. So we're trying to stay right over the leg, right? Reach out. You can look at it. Can you keep the left hip back and in? That also wants to stick out, and we get a little out to the sides. Hand lands wherever, on your leg, on a block, on the ground. It doesn't matter how low. Just try and stay flat. Hug the rib tips in, right? That same thing. And then into the half bind. So spin the palm and bring it behind you so your hand can rest on your back or your hip. If you happen to be able to catch your leg, catch it. And then as you do, right, lengthen out through the tailbone. Hug the ribs in again. Opening the chest, finding that stretch while we're keeping our abs engaged. So that's the work. Well, that and a bunch of other things, but right, one of the things. All right, bottom hand, legs strong, right? Pull the kneecaps up. Reach the bottom hand forward. Strongest legs. Sweep the right arm all the way up and over. Releasing the bind, reach. Press into your back foot, stand up. Oh my gosh, awesome. Bend the front knee. Oh, reverse, almost forgot. Sweep it up and back. You can hook the front hip with the back hand if you want to. You don't have to. Unravel to come up. Hands come down, but pause, and we'll turn sideways. All right, so we're sideways again. We're gonna come up to stand. So firm the legs, hug the belly, hands to hips, lift up. So we're gonna continue our shoulder stretching. And one more time, interlace. All right, so we'll switch the interlace while we're in there. Lift the chest, reach the knuckles, inhale, exhale. right into the fold. We're still trying to get the crown of the head. It's a little bug. Arms caps lifting the whole time. Soft bend the elbows, come out of the stretch a little bit and switch the interlace. Put the other thumb on top. Yeah, and then come back in. Hands to the grass. Okay, I'm just kidding. Come on up, lift your chest all the way up. Yeah, release it, shake it out. Okay, turn your toes out. And let's bend into the left knee. So the one that's towards the top of your mat, or what has been the top of your mat this whole time. Yeah. If you can, hands to the ground, and then push with your arm into your left knee to keep it open. Yeah. It's going to stretch your inner thighs, I hope. Switch sides, walk it over. Nice big bend and stretch. We're going to do one more time on each side. So let's switch back to the first side. And see, maybe if you let your right toes come up, you can get a little deeper. Feel free to let the toes lift. From inside the leg, bring your hand to the ground, your left hand, right? Pressing on your left leg with your arm. Sweep the right arm up into the air. Open the chest. Woo! Breathe. Bring it down. Let's switch sides. Walk it over. So toes up. Well, your left toes anyway. Sit into the stretch, right? Find that. And then you kind of snuggle in. Push on your leg. Get your hand out to the side. So you're pushing on your leg to get into the stretch. And peel the left arm up. Hug the belly in. Softly looking up. Don't force it. Yeah. One more breath. Woo! All right. Hands come down. Come back to center. Take a moment. Actually, let's stand from here, hands to your hips. Coming up. Left toes to the top, facing the top of the mat. You don't have to move your whole foot necessarily, but just turn, right? Back heel, just drop it back a bit. And let's come back into our warrior two. So you stretched your inner thighs a bit. So see how this feels. Relax the shoulders down. Hug that left hip back and in. All right, into our Utthita. Come forward. Forearm to knee. I'm going to just scooch my foot back a little bit. Forearm to knee, hand to the ankle, a block, the earth, right? Reach up. And let's take the half bind. Spin the palm. Bring it around behind. So to your low back, to your hip. Maybe you hook the thigh, right? Ribs in as you open up, right? Can you find those two things? The chest opening and the ribs hugging in. Lengthen the tailbone to your back heel, right? Tailbone to the right heel. All right, keeping the half bind. Look down. Reach the left hand forward. So you want your arm to come more to the outside of the leg. Back foot in, one time. And then here we go. Pitch yourself forward gently, slowly, a slow pitch, right? As you come in, can you use that half bind to open the chest? Yeah, and hug the ribs in. Oh my goodness. Okay, breathe. Start to bend your right knee. And if you can, right, releasing the bind to catch your foot or your ankle, or just pretend like we did earlier. Open up. Open up. Breathe into the stretch. I use the grass to help me from tipping over. Okay, undo the bind. Back to warrior two, bend, reach. Oh my goodness. Oh, we did it. One more reverse. Maybe hold your head with your left hand. Right hand reaches around to the hip. And then your head is heavy, right? Let it pull you into the stretch. Unravel everything. Inhale back up and exhale. Shoo! Hands come down. Step back through the vinyasa. Take a break. All right. Awesome, you guys. Poor Anne. Just in the sun. Yeah, over here. she's one of our teacher trainees. In case you guys are wondering why there's a person that's just not actually doing anything and like what is wrong with her, that lazy lazy woman. She's one of our teacher trainees and she's doing a class observation, so she's writing the sequence and like taking notes about, you know, corrections and stuff like that. She's writing down everything you guys are doing wrong, actually, and then I get to review it later. Just kidding. I knew it. No, that's not true. She's definitely not doing that. Okay. All right. Feet to hands, people. Stretch back. Inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Let's do one more chair pose for Mike. Squeeze your butts. Press and rise. Inhale. And exhale. Shoot. Hey, you guys. I don't know if any of you saw on Facebook. We're doing one more thing, but I just thought of this. Joe and Girly had the baby. They had a baby girl. Yeah, a couple days ago. Yeah, her name's Chrisette. I think they're going to call her Chrissy. It's a combo of their moms' names. And she was like 5 pounds something, like just a little nugget, a week early. So cute, such little chubby cheeks. Oh my God. So that was a few days ago. Tuesday? Wednesday? Maybe it was Wednesday. Yeah, so yay for them. So we do bird of paradise for the new baby. Okay, some of you are like, okay, that's because you don't know what it is. Okay, Ellen knows. So this is where you may want your towel or a strap if you have one, or something to just join your hands in case your shoulders are a little bit not quite up for the mega bind that we're about to do. Okay. So you want to have your feet a little wide. I'm just going to put that down. And we're going to just bind through one side. So let's stand on the right leg first. So that means we're going to bind around the left leg. So a little bend, left arm, inside. You can kind of push on your calf to sort of tuck it under. You want to get really under the leg. Then just start with your strap, your towel in your right hand. Bring it around and then your left hand towards your hip. So you're trying to catch on the left hip, right? You're trying to catch, maybe you actually grab your hands. If you can catch your hands outside your left hip, do that. So your left arm is inside and under and your right arm is up and around. All right. Then you're going to stand on your right foot and slowly picking your chest up. You'll pick your left leg up, possibly. Oh, I'm in a slanty spot, but I'll try it. Ground through the inseam. Maybe you straighten the leg. Oh, bird of paradise in the park. Sweet, you guys. Whoa. Come back down. Maybe slower than that. Unravel. There was no stopping that. I was like, oh, gravity. Okay. I gotcha. We'll do it. All right. So maybe with your towel, maybe not with your towel. We do the other side. One side's usually a little more accessible than the other. It goes how it goes. It's all fine. All right. This is better. Okay. That one was a little slanted. Okay. We're going around the right leg. So we'll go this way and it's going to open up like this. Okay. So come on in, tuck in. I don't want to move my foot. I want it to stay. It's a good spot right there. Tuck in. And then the top hand, left hand up and around, right to your right hip. And then the right hand, back of the hand, also to your right hip. Maybe you catch your hands back there. Maybe you catch the towel or your strap. Then you lean into your left foot. Look forward and see, is it possible to stand up? Oh. And then once you're up, you see if you can straighten your leg, your lifted leg. Yeah. And again, we're spreading the collarbones. and hugging the ribs in. Nice, you guys. The looking around kind of messes with me too. And then slowly come down. Oh, release it. Oh my goodness. So nice. Shake out your arms, your shoulders. Okay. Good job, you guys. Check out the legs. All right, so I know when we're in the park, the tree can be a little bit scary for kicking up into an inversion. But if you're feeling, you know, like a little experimental, and you can bring your towel too. If you really want, you can just kick up, which I will do, just so you can see the possibility. You can use the towel or not. There's a lot of tree parts, like bark and stuff, and come up the tree, right? And maybe pick a foot up, right? If you're feeling like, I can do it, then you'll turn around. We did this the other day for the newspaper, right? Me and Ann. So it's good. You want my spot? It's a good one. Yeah. Okay, or you're like, what else? Are there other options? Oh, what am I doing? You can always lie down, put your feet up, or play with just some kicks from downward facing dog. So you come into your down dog, maybe a slightly short down dog, and you just kick up and try and switch your feet. And then switch, switch. And that'll give you a little bit of like upside downiness without really being upside down. Yeah, or or that tree, or that tree, or that one. Yeah. The squirrels tend to really like it. The other day, one was down here and like coming over. My mom's like, get away from me, squirrel. Like, it likes you. There. They're so funny, right? You got gloves. Nice. They do water a lot, so it probably does get washed off, but that's a good point. Yes, Ellen, nice. So you guys at home, hopefully you're upside downing. Headstands are totally acceptable. You can always lie down and just put your feet up. Yeah. Yeah, go a little closer. There you go. You're lined up though. See, the squirrels like it. They like when we, I don't know if they like it exactly, but they're definitely interested in us like on the tree. Yes, nice. That's it. Yes, Ellen. Yeah, the squirrel is super into it. Yes. Awesome, you guys. Yeah. The tree is funny because you're like, am I gonna touch it? Like, is it gonna, am I gonna just miss it totally? Yeah. It is a little discombobulating for sure. Oh, you did almost miss it. That's just what we were laughing about too. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a crooked. Yeah, that tree has a little bit of a slant. Yeah. It's so funny, right? Right as we're saying that, I'm like, oh shit. Am I supposed to run into it? What do I do? I know. Yes, you guys. Awesome. Okay. If you're still upside down, you can come down. You're down, you're down. Okay. All right. Right? It's good. No? It's okay. All right. Let's do a couple of back bends. Right? We're super stretched in our shoulders. So we'll start with the bridge pose. And then if you want to do like Chatushpidasana and grab onto your ankles or something like that, we can do that, or stretch in the other direction and come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. So we're pretty stretched for bridge pose. We've done a lot of movement in that direction. Just trying to get some of the wood chips off my mat. Okay, and scooch away from the bird poop area. Okay. Heels in, knees bent, feet flat. Yeah. So you want to be able to touch your heels. For me personally, like to really be able to touch, but my arms are long compared to my body. So some of you may just need to graze your heels with your fingertips. All right, on that note, lift your hips. We're still lengthening through the tailbone. So the tailbone heading out through the knees, interlace. And if you think you may only do one bridge pose, do the awkward feeling interlace. Tuck, tuck, tuck the shoulders under, and then pressing evenly through your feet. Use your shins, right? Press your shins towards your chest and use that movement to really puff your chest into your chin. Sternum reaching back. Yeah. One more breath, soften your face, and then slowly, nice and easy, come on down. Okay. So if that worked out and that felt really good, you can definitely do that again. Even consider after you come up, bringing the heels a little closer and seeing if you can actually grab your ankles with your hands, or flip the palms and let's come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Or, if you're tired, you can slide a block under your hips. That's fine too. So lying down, maybe coming back up into bridge, right? Interlacing, tucking, maybe walking the heels in a bit so you can grab on into Chatushpidasana, or flip the palms and come up into Urdhva. Just see how you feel, and then you'll do that. Yeah, good, you guys. Slowly come on down. Gently releasing the hips back to the earth. If you're on a block, you can just stay on the block. We're going to do one more round. All right, helicopter. One last back bend. Yogi's choice of bridge pose again. You can grab the ankles and do Chatushpidasana. You can come up into full upward facing bow, wheel pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana if you like. So whatever you're doing, now's the time. And then you'll stay up for, like 5 breaths or so, or maybe longer. Hug those elbows in. Yes. Yes. Yeah, elbows hugging in, always, always in our back bends. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a big stretch. Your lats, your back. All right, come on down if you're not already. And let's hug the knees into the chest. Round the spine. Yeah. Rock side to side, just massaging across the low back. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's come up. You can roll to your side and sit, or roll forward and back and sit. Yeah, okay. Let's start with the legs out front, Dandasana. Dandasana, Paschimottanasana. So this is a big counter to our back bends. So we'll just go nice and slow. First, start just straight, neutral spine, centered spine. Lifting up out of the hips. Good, then reach up. Take an inhale. Exhale, go forward. Reach out. Maybe you can grab your feet. Maybe it's your ankles. Maybe you take your towel and loop it around your feet. We want to try and have the toes up, right? Lift up halfway back up. Spread the collarbones. Yeah, and then we're back out. Use your shoulder blades to drive the heart forward. Besides the stretch, there is a fair amount of work in the shoulders and the upper back, trying to keep the chest wide. For most of us, this is really good, useful work because we're so kind of hollowed out and rounded forward all the time. we're on our computers or we're working, you know, whatever. So this action, while it may bring some heat, it's good for your back. All right, one more breath. Heart goes forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, release the rest of the way. Okay, let's do a Marichasana. Bring the left heel in and we'll take a twist. So Marichasana C. We'll start here with the elbow around the front of the knee. And then as we get into it, if you like, we'll move it to the outside. So hand behind, your left hand behind. Inhale, lift your chest and just start the twist, right? Rotating the ribs, rotating your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist a little more. And if you're like, oh, I want more, twist, please. Reach the right arm up into the air, inhaling. And exhale, elbow outside the knee. It gets pretty squeezy. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, rotating, right? Rotating the shoulders, the ribs, right? You can turn your head towards your left shoulder. Lengthen up, inhale. Last little bit of twist as you exhale. And bring the gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, unravel. And let's do the A variation. Our shoulders are warm, so it's a good opportunity to use that. So here too is a bind. So maybe your towel, your strap, right arm, left arm, inside your left leg. Your right hand can be kind of out to the side. Now, as you're doing this, if your knee really ends up way out here and that's just where it needs to be, you can move your foot a little bit. Move your foot, give yourself a little bit of space, right? It's just less strain on the knee. So just see how it goes, right? Reach forward. Right hand can push into the earth to help you stretch forward, get nice and long. And then like we did earlier, back of the hand to the hip. Maybe you can catch your hands, but if not, you can kind of toss it into your other hand. Yeah. If they'll catch, great, do that. Either way, they're both good. Turn forward, right? Turn towards your straight leg and forward fold. Right out over the leg. In theory, you're catching your wrist back there. I can't really grab my wrist back there. I've never been able to do that, but some people can. Longest spine, right? And just let that stretch happen in your back. That's the thing that I like the most about this, but you know, see how it feels for you. One more breath, Marichasana A. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale the rest of the way. Okay. Straighten the leg, give it a little shake. All right, let's do the other side. So first the twist, which is actually Marichasana C. First we'll twist and then we'll forward fold. So heel to the sit bone. So you'll have a little bit of space between your foot and your leg. There'll be some room there. And then let's start here. And then if you want, we can come into the deeper variation once we get going. So right hand behind. Yeah. Inhale, lift the chest. That's it, you guys. Exhale, start to twist. And just see, like, how does it feel? Do you want to get the arm outside? And especially if you did that on the first side, just switch your legs. Keep twisting that way, but yeah, pull your other knee in. There you go. Go towards your leg. That's it. Okay. So then left arm up, take an inhale, and exhale, tuck it outside the leg if you want more, which you don't have to want more. Longest spine. So the crown of the head reaching for the sky, and then the exhale to help you turn, right? The ribs rotating, the shoulders, your head. Right? Breathe. Inhale, length. Exhale the twist. One more breath like that. On your next inhale, turn your gaze forward, and exhale, unravel the twist. Keep the legs, but again, it's fine to move your foot further out to the side, especially if your knee ends up way out there. It may feel a little more stable to move your foot over. Okay, so that said, right arm inside. Darn it. Right arm inside, go forward. You feel free to use your hand out there because you may feel a little bit like you're going to tip over. And if you do, you can keep your hand out to the side. All right, we add the bind. So the hand to the hip, maybe that's where you stay and you just lengthen from here. Maybe you use your towel or your strap and bind the hands that way. If they actually touch each other, you can grab your fingertips, grab your hand, grab your wrist, lengthen forward, turn forward, lengthen forward. We're going right out over the leg. And just breathe into the stretch, right? Let it happen. Think about lengthening your spine towards your left foot. Spread the collarbones. Take one more breath here. Halfway lift, inhale. And then the rest of the way lift, exhale. Okay. Extend the leg, give it a little shake, little wiggle waggle. Okay, let's stretch our hips because we have time to do that. If you're up for a single pigeon, let's do that. We can take a moment upright and open the front of the hip and then come down into the stretch. If that doesn't work for your knees, your hips, your back, whatever part of you, do something that does work. You can do Sukhasana, you can lie back and do thread the needle. But if you're up for it, let's keep one shin at the top of the mat and bring the other leg back. And then our first job is to just square the hips off so that the front of the back leg thigh is really facing forward or down. And then walk the back foot back and get as close to the earth as you can. And if you want to stretch the hip flexor, you can take a breath or two upright. And by that, I mean the front of your back leg hip, your hip flexor. Tailbone under, chest up, right? Stretch that out. And if you're like, well, I don't want to do that, too bad. No, you can just lay down. It's fine. If you're really feeling adventurous, you can bend the back knee, pull the heel in, maybe lean forward so it doesn't, get your low back all crunchy. I have pretty flexible quads, so this is not a big deal for me. Yeah, but I know for some people it is. So that's just how my legs are. I don't know. All right, when you're ready, let it go and lie down. All the way down. So you may or may not be able to lie all the way down. Your hips may totally disagree with that idea. And if you can't, just prop yourself up, although you guys all look pretty comfortable here. You can put something under your head if that helps. But if you're good, just hang out and breathe. So what tends to happen here is that the mind is like, oh, now I have time to think about the day and make some lists and stuff. Maybe make up some stories while I'm at it. Yeah. Let's try not to do that, right? So notice the mind, its habit that it wants to, and then just, appreciate that that's kind of what it does, and then just breathe, right? And I say play with the breath a little bit, try and make your exhale longer, and just play with how long can it get. Just go a little bit at a time. The inhale can get longer too, but let's just see how long can you make your exhale. How long can you make your exhale? And make sure you're softening around that. Don't make it so long that you then start to clench your teeth or your shoulders or your eyes get tight. Just friendly, comfortable, playing with the breath. And do that for about 5 more breaths. Good, you guys. Nice. Take one more breath like that. Just nice, long, slow breath. Okay. And then, you know, like you're sad to leave, come on up slowly. Oh, okay, if I have to. Maybe you exit through down dog. You can walk the back foot in a little bit. Right. Oh, press down to lift up. Oh my goodness. All right, just shake it out. Or you can stay down, right, and just bring the back leg forward, right, and switch sides that way. You can do that too. All right, when you're ready, side two. Other leg forward. Use my towel. So this front shin, the more parallel across your mat it is, the more you're going to feel that in your hip. So feel free to let that heel pull back a little bit to soften things. If you stayed upright, stay upright for a breath or two. I'm right on a tree branch on my back knee. Ow. Okay. There, that's better. Okay. There are roots, not a tree branch, but a tree root. Right. Feel free to do the hamstring, not hamstring, hip flexor stretch and your quad. Now I'm really saying crazy things. Okay. When you're ready, into the fold if you're not already in the fold. Come on in. You may notice that one side is a little more agreeable to this than the other. We're going to still do it anyway. Both sides the same. Hopefully it's the same-ish. So do your best and just breathe. If you need to back off the stretch, you'll back off, right? Because if it feels like too much, it probably is. And you can back off. You know, it's 100% fine. The thing is, and how you know, is like, can you breathe? Can you soften? Right? Can you lengthen your exhale? Can you relax your shoulders? Can you soften your jaw? Let your eyes just be heavy and soft and maybe closed. Are you squeezing in your hip? Could you release that muscle a little bit more? Could you lengthen your exhale? Give yourself the gift of just staying present, of just being right here, right now. This is your sanctuary, right? Just be with your breath. Be with the sensations, softening, softening. A few more breaths like that. Longest exhale. All right, last breath here in this pose. And take your time. Slowly, slowly come on up. So you may choose to just bring the back leg around, and that's totally fine. But if you're like, nah, I think I want to do a down dog, that felt pretty good last time, so you can do a down dog. Perfect. It's 100% up to you. However, whatever you're deciding, eventually we're going to make our way onto our backs. Oh yeah. Relocate if you're too much in the sun. Little sunny, not too bad. Yeah, because once we're lying down, you want to be able to relax. So lie down. Lie down. If you want, happy baby. Or just hug your knees in and rock a little bit. Do whatever stretchy stuff will help you to soften into Shavasana. Melt your shoulders down your back. Right? Just a little gentle pull of the shoulder blades down. Just a little tiny pull. And then the shoulders just heavy. Palms open if you can, right? Because that'll help to open the chest. Plus, it's also a receptive gesture, right? Just we're here receiving the benefits of the practice, integrating the practice. Set your legs up so your legs can really relax. Maybe your knees are bent. If your legs are out long, they can be close together or wide apart, whatever you like. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe cover your eyes. If you have something to cover your eyes, you can do that. Right, and then you rest. Right, the body softening. Look for any leftover tension, any gripping in the body. Let that go. Try and relax it. And we'll take a few minutes to really rest, to soften, to rest in Shavasana. Ever so slowly, begin to deepen your breath. Gently wiggling your fingers, your toes. If you want to take a stretch, you can reach the arms overhead, stretch the legs. Yeah. And then when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Maybe rock a little bit side to side if you like. And then rolling to your right side. You can lie there for a breath or two. And just enjoy this nice, easy feeling. And when you're ready, come on up to seated. And as you come to sit, let's take a moment or two to close the eyes and just notice. Notice how you feel. Appreciate the effects of practice, right? You show up and the practice works its magic every time. All right, bringing the hands together at the heart, thumbs to the sternum. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, bowing the chin in gratitude for this practice, for all the goodness it brings, right? Body, mind, spirit, and anything else or everything else, right? Grateful, really grateful for all of it. And grateful especially for the challenging things, because where would we be without that, right? That's the stuff. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Namaste. Namo Vaha. All right. Thanks, you guys. Awesome work, everyone. Yay. Let me just check in with my Zoom people. Hello. Hold on. My phone call. Sorry about my phone. All these dang notifications. All right. Good job, everybody. Nice to see you. Thanks, Barb.
Thanks.
Thanks, Terry.
I feel much better.
Okay, good. All stretched out. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Nice to see you. Good to see you, Julie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have an awesome day, you guys.
You.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. All right.